Welcome back to Heads and Volleys. We're doing the team of the season, the best of the rest. So avoiding the top two teams because it'll just be a team full of City players.
Yeah,
So
you're not wrong.
and
Sorry,
then
Aresnal.
some honourable mentions chucked in at the end. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Right, let's kick it off with goalkeepers then. Do you want to go first or shall I?
Before we start, we got any ground rules?
No, the ground rules are we're both picking a 4-3-3, am I right? Or are you going for that crazy 4-2-4 like the Muggy
well, I was going to go for a 4-2-4 to be honest. Get that,
It goes for a 4-2-4 in the team of the season.
Well, get that extra
Madness.
attacker in.
Yeah, just have 4 attackers, mate.
You didn't let me know the rules.
You want to go 3-3...
Well, it could be worse. I was going to go 3 at the back and then just flood
Yeah,
midfield.
why not go 1 at the back, mate?
Could do, yeah.
Right, let's
that's Van Dijk locked in.
Yeah, brilliant. Right, let's do I'm doing a 4-3-3. What do you want to do? What are you going?
I'm going to have to do a 4-2-4 because I can't change
well,
now.
you're a mug then. But right, let's go to you. Want to kick us off with goalkeeper?
Yeah, should I go?
Go for it, mate.
All right. Okay, so my goalkeeper is Alisson. I knew you were going to react to that. Hear me out.
Typical Liverpool fan.
Hear me out. Yeah, you see, there might be a pattern emerging as we go on.
you're a mug.
See if this carries on. No, I've got reasons.
Come on then, explain
I've got
it.
good reasons.
Sell it to me.
I don't know who you've got, but I know lots of people would.
Not Alisson.
Well, I know lots of people are going to say Pope. Okay. For obvious reasons. Newcastle have been superb.
Yeah.
Defensive, they've been superb. Pope's been superb. I'm not denying that. But the reason I've chosen Alisson is because
You're a Liverpool fan.
no, it's because we've been absolutely dire for 70% of the season.
Yeah, I will give you that. He
And our
has
defence
been probably your
has
best
been
player.
dire, and he's been unbelievable all season.
I will give you
He's
that.
arguably the best keeper in the world for me. In fact, I'm going to say he's the best keeper in the world.
Liverpool again.
What's
What's that Liverpool hat on your head?
Just shut up. He's made some unbelievable saves, and he's kept us in games.
No, I'll give you that.
And if we're not going to get top 4, but if we did, a lot of it would be down to him.
Yeah, he's definitely saved you a lot of
He's been
points.
heroic. My argument is that Pope has been unbelievable, but he's definitely got a better defence in front of him. Alisson has had a shocking defence in front of him, and he's been unbelievable. So that's why I'm giving him the
All right,
lock.
okay.
Is that fair?
That's mate.
Can I accept that?
It's your team. It's not
No,
mine.
I just wanna know if you
So
wanna accept
I'm
that.
going for the realistic option and the
Nick
better
Pope.
pick of Nick Pope.
there we go. So obvious.
Least goals conceded in the league, as in terms of the team. I think he's been fantastic. He made one mistake that I can think of, and it was that crazy moment where he sort of handballed it outside the box. Other than that, he's been superb. Made some top draw saves. So yeah, Nick Pope is my pick.
Solid. I mean, I need to get a Liverpool player in here, and this is probably one of the only ones I can get in. So,
Right, so you ain't got
I
half
had
the
to go
team.
for it, didn't I?
Right, so I go right back then.
Oh, you go next, are you? All right, go on.
I thought we'll go 1-1
Oh, yeah, go on then. Okay.
because otherwise you'll be going first every time.
Yeah, go on then.
So I've gone Kieran Trippier.
Yeah.
Similar reason. One of the best defences in the league.
It's been solid.
He's put in 339 crosses. Do you know
Oh,
who's
okay.
second?
Trent?
No. He's third. Ward Prowse.
Ward-Prowse. Okay.
220.
Solid.
So it's 119 extra crosses.
He's been phenomenal for him, isn't he, really?
I mean, he's a leader.
Defence. Yeah, that's it, that leader.
I think that move to Atletico Madrid really shaped him up. And
Yeah.
he's been class since he's been back. So, yeah, Kieran
Absolutely.
Trippier for me.
Absolutely class. I mean, I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Although he's not in my team.
Although you're about to.
He's not in my team. So my right back is Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. It's Kieran Trippier. I'm going to give Trent a shout, though. He's been unbelievable the last 6 or 7 games, but obviously he was dire for...
Right, save it for your honourable mentions,
He was
mate.
dire for 80% of the season, so I can't include him, unfortunately. But yeah, Trippier gets that. Not even
Right,
no-brainer,
so-
really.
Okay,
No-brainer.
both got Trippier right back.
We've agreed.
Good pick.
There we go.
Good start. Right, do you want to give us your first centre-back then?
My first centre-back is going to be a bit of a forgotten man for England. I think he's a phenomenal defender. Why he doesn't get a look in, I don't know. And that man is Lewis Dunk. I think
shout,
he's had an amazing season for Brighton. He's been the ever-stay at the back. Yeah, he's fantastic. For me, he's the best, with Stones, the best English centre-backs. Those two, I would say, are the best English centre-backs.
Getting about Eric Dyer.
Eric Dyer.
Say it with a straight face.
Obviously, he's head and shoulders of other players like Maguire, who gets in the team. But yeah, so I'm going to go Lewis Dunk, best centre-back,
Okay.
English centre-back.
Okay. Good pick.
So I think he's got to be in there.
Good pick.
For me.
Do you know
This season.
something?
Yeah.
He's also in mine. He
Way.
is. So,
Tell you what.
two Trippiers, 2 Lewis Dunks.
I don't think this is going to carry on, though. To be honest, is
Hopefully,
it?
yeah, and it's not.
Agree,
Don't
yeah.
want to have the same team as you. So 2 Lewis Dunks then. Give me your next centre-back.
It's a player that I...
Oh, hang on. Hold the phone. It's my centre-back.
Is it
'Cause
your-
you
it's
went
your turn.
Lewis
Go on,
Dunk.
go on. Who you going with?
I've got Thiago Silva. Yeah. I had to do it. Do you know why? Because Chelsea would be an absolute... They are an embarrassment, but Chelsea would be in an absolute state.
Yeah.
But hear me out.
No,
They'd be an absolute state. He's a leader. Every time you see him, he's controlling, like, everyone at the back. He's absolute beast. And, you know, I think Chelsea, they've only conceded... I think they're like the 4th lowest team to concede amount of goals.
Yeah, true. They're just
and Thiago Silva's been a big part of that. I think he's a beast, and without him this season, they'd be they are in real trouble, but they'd be completely lost. So
yeah, fair. So tell you what, I
me.
can't really argue that because that's for the same reason I've gone for Alisson. So I've not really got a leg to stand on.
I thought you were about to say Van Dijk then. I was
No.
slap you.
That's the same reason I've gone for Alisson. That our defence has been shocking, and they've had their team's been.
There's been a few teams that have had that one player. That's just held them together.
I massively rate Thiago Silva. His quality. So yeah, go on. I'll let you have it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I mean it is my team, but yeah, go on. Give us your other centre back.
So my next one is, I mean, obviously, it's not even you don't even have to think about it. It's Virgil van Dijk. Absolutely unbelievable.
You're joking.
Still the best centre back in the league for me.
Are you actually joking? You going to Van Dijk?
Why would I be joking?
Oh my goodness.
This is not a comedy sketch, mate.
All right, come on then.
Nah, I'm joking. Of course, I'm joking. He's been shocking this season. I'm going to go for Martinez at United. I must admit, when he signed, I thought he was too small. I didn't think he'd be able to hack it.
Yeah.
I thought the first few games he
he's pretty much slated, wasn't he?
But yeah, I think he's been unbelievable for United this season. As much as it pains me to put United players in, I'm going to put him in.
Do you know what? I think he's been a bit beastie.
I think he's been colossal, yeah.
I thought it was unfortunate for him that he wasn't a starting mainstay in the Argentina team.
Yeah. Got Romero though, weren't they?
Yeah, but there were once upon a time I was like, Romero's
who's the other centre
Rolls Royce? Otamendi.
Oh really?
Otamendi, you can go on the experience side of things, but
yeah.
I think Martinez is twice the player Romero is at the minute. So
I can't see him keeping him out for much longer.
Yeah,
even
I'll give you that. It's good, great pick.
Solid.
I
reckon we're gonna both have the same on this one.
Well, centre backs obviously we've gone Thiago Silva and Martinez. I've gone left field. Sort of like your 4-2-4.
Oh, you've not gone.
And my left back
is
actually more of a centre back.
Right.
And it's also Martinez.
Oh. Oh, what the flip? Okay.
So I've got him playing left back.
And you're having a go at me for playing 4-2-4?
Well, I mean, he's left-footed, he's small, he's the size of a winger.
I think he has played left back, to be fair. Okay.
So, yeah, I'm having him. It was a little bit off, but he could do a role there. So, yeah, for the same reason we just spoke about.
Let you have it.
Top defender, so he's my left back.
Fair enough. Oh, well, I'm shocked then. I better do my left back then.
Go on.
So my left back's Luke Shaw. I can't believe I've got
about him.
Yeah, he's been absolutely.
I'm thinking about the consistent over the season.
I almost put Luke Shaw centre back because he's been playing there, isn't it?
And that's why I can.
When United keep clean sheets, I think when he's played, I don't know the exact stats, but I know they've collected a lot of clean sheets when he's played centre back, not conceded many goals. But when he's been at left back, he's still offered like quite a lot of stuff going forward, been decent. So I think Luke Shaw is probably his best season in United.
Yeah, solid pick.
So I think Luke Shaw had to go in there for me.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
So that's 2 United now. So I'm kind of that's done. I've done my quota now.
Jesus. All right then. So left back Martinez and Shaw. Let's get into centre mids. Obviously, I've got 3. You've only got 2 because you're a weirdo. I'm starting off with first centre mid.
Yeah.
Bruno Guimaraes.
Okay.
If I've said that right. I think he's been top quality this season. I mean, he was great last season as well. He's at the heart of everything that Newcastle do well. I think he's a solid player.
I think
there's a few teams. Oh, really?
I've got him as well.
There's a few teams that were sort of a bit pissed. They missed out on him, to be fair, because he was available at a good price. But solid pick for me.
Yep, I had to go with him as well.
Yeah.
I was tempted to go with Jolinton because I thought he's been qualities, but I think Bruno Guimaraes is just a level above. For me, after De Bruyne, maybe Odegaard, best midfielder in the Prem.
Okay, big shout.
Can't think of anyone else really.
Not Henderson.
He's lost his legs a bit now. But yeah, I'd say he's definitely top 5. I'd say he's banging on. I think he's banging on the door. I don't think there's much between him and Odegaard. To be honest, I'd rather have Odegaard in my team, but that's maybe what Liverpool need more. But yeah, unbelievable player. What did they sign him for? Quite a lot, was it?
I think it was 40 million around that, just under.
Peanuts. And when he was out this season for quite a while, Newcastle went on. They hadn't really gone on a bad run all season, but it was their stickiest patch, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they were scoring as many.
They massively missed him, and he's an unbelievable player. yeah, what a signing.
Top pick.
Glad, yeah.
Right, next centre mid. Let's go for my holder then. I've gone for big Casemiro. I think arguably he's been one of the best defensive midfielders in the league. I think when he come in, a lot of people were laughing at him and like, oh, it's a bit of a risky last minute buy.
I said
I judged it a little bit. I was like, his legs are gone, yeah.
I literally said, well, why would Madrid sell him?
Yeah,
that was my thought.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll admit it.
Obviously, they were replacing with youngsters, but yeah, he's been great, to be fair. I think arguably, you could argue he's in there with Rodri and Partey for the season. I mean, personally, I'd probably rather have him over Partey, but that's just me.
But Rodri's still the one for me.
Yeah, Rodri's still the top one, but
obviously he's not in this video because
no, top two.
So.
But yeah, solid. I think he's a beast. He's clearly missed him when they haven't had him. It's shown. Yeah, he's just solid. Really like him.
Yeah.
So Casemiro for my centre mid.
I was going to go for him, but I'm not going to now for a bit more variety because otherwise we've got the same team.
Oh, you got Fabinho.
It's a bit boring. So yeah, I've gone for no, I'm joking. I've gone for Casado at Brighton. Then
okay.
He was on my honourable mentions, but I'll swap them because I was torn between them anyway. I think he's been arguably one of Brighton's best players this season, and obviously the season they had, he's been instrumental in everything they've done. It's just the base that they have and they start from, and he just gives them such a solid base that they
you can see why so many clubs are interested.
Yeah, McAllister, Matoma, Martin, all these can go and play because they've got him behind, sweeping everything up and starting all the attacks, driving forward, and he's a bit. He's Kante with a bit more. He's
more going forward.
A bit bigger, bit taller, and a bit more.
Only just, he is really short.
Drives forward a bit more than Kante
in
his early career. But I think Kante did start driving forward later on, didn't he? But yeah, for me, top player. I think he'd be off for someone for 80 mil in the summer. Hopefully it's Liverpool, but I'm sure it won't be. But yeah, quality player.
Good pick. I'm happy with that.
Mine, yeah.
Well, I'll go for my last centre mid then, because obviously you haven't got another one, and it is big James Maddison. I think another one to the fact that I think without him this season, Leicester would be dead and buried.
Yeah,
I think it's 9 goals and 8 assists. I mean, in a poor team.
Yeah.
And he's really felt it when he's not been playing. They've really struggled without him. And to be fair, with them stats and a season, he's had quite a lot of injuries this season. He's been in and out of the team. So, yeah, I think he's had a great one, considering the team he's playing in. Yeah.
Do you know what? I didn't even think about
James Maddison. Well, there you go, mate. Sparked your.
Yeah, I can't argue with it. He's been unbelievable. He's been
sensational.
He had that run, didn't he? Where he was superb, and then he dropped off a bit. But yeah, can't argue with him not being in there. Yeah. Quality player. Again, another one will probably be off in the summer. Be interested to see.
Well, I hope he comes Spurs. To be fair.
Yeah.
He's linked. I think Man United, Newcastle, and Spurs all want him. So hopefully. Can't see why he would out of them 3, but hopefully he comes to Spurs.
Yeah, decent.
Right, you kick us off then with your first. What your
so I don't
right
really want to call
forward,
it right winger. Well, they're kind of in front of the centre bit, so yeah, it's supposed to be like a right forward.
It's 4-2-4, mate.
It's Mo Salah. It's got to be. Don't tut at me.
I didn't.
He has had. If you listen to everyone, all the opposing fans, he's had a bad season by his standards.
Yeah.
And he's still hitting numbers. I think he's got like 18 in the league, like 8 assists, something like that. I was going to put someone else in. I'll leave it for my own mentions. But yeah, Salah, I think by his standards, he's not being as good as he has been. But
I mean, I think he's gone under the radar a bit.
Yeah. It's one of them. It's like it's one of them where when you set such ridiculous standards, if you don't hit them standards, people are like, oh, you're having a bad season. But actually, if you compare his stats to other players,
yeah, but this is the thing. He will get compared to other players, and then in that respect, that they're said to be having a bad season, but it's not always the case.
No, and. Yeah, he scored some important goals for us. When we were having a nightmare, he was still popping up a goal. He had a little bit of a blip just before Christmas. It was just after the World Cup, I think it was, where he wasn't really scoring for a few games. But when we were at our worst, kind of before the World Cup, he was the one still popping up a goal. So yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I've also gone for Mo Salah.
Oh, rate it.
Yeah. I was, again...
As you tut in.
I'm in an hour in between him and someone else. But yeah, I chose Salah because, again, similar things. I think he's gone under the radar a bit. He's had a good season. Like you said, 18 goals. I think it's 8 assists.
Yeah.
So yeah, big pick. So both got Mo Salah then.
I love that.
You got him on the right or the left?
I got him on the right because he plays on the right. If you got him on the left, that's unrealistic.
Right. Right. Well, I'll go again then. So my formation's a little bit crazy in terms of my last two picks are out and out strikers. First one I'm going to go for is gotta be hands down the man himself, the myth, the legend, Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, well, up top.
Yeah.
Playing him up top, yeah?
Yeah.
ST.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I've got two strikers. So
You're playing Harry Kane ST?
He's going ST.
Okay, fine. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I think I might have
25 goals. I think if it wasn't for Haaland this season, people would be raving about him.
He's been
I mean, God knows where Spurs would be without his goals this season. I think he's got at least a third of them, so if not more, to be fair. He's been great again. I think we're probably going to lose him in the summer, unfortunately, but
it might be the time.
Yeah,
United.
big Harry Kane, mate.
United.
No, I hope not.
I think that's the obvious one, isn't it?
Well, as long as it's not Chelsea or Arsenal, I guess.
That would be hard to take, wouldn't it, if it was Chelsea?
Can't take Poch and Kane in the same summer. I'll cry.
Oh, mate.
Right, go on in.
Well, I've got him.
Okay.
But obviously,
you can't not have him, really, can you?
I was next winger, but obviously I'll go that if I've got him. Yeah, Kane. Can't say any more. Like I say, if Haaland didn't exist, everyone would be waxing lyrical about Kane.
Yeah.
I don't know what's he got. What's he got in the league?
25.
25.
Yeah.
What's he got in the last couple?
What do you mean? Like leagues?
Goals.
I mean, last...
He ain't won any leagues, has he?
All right, mate. Last season, he dropped off a bit goals-wise, but he was assisting a lot for Son. Yeah. That's why Son got golden boot. But this season, it's sort of roles reversed, and Son's struggling for goals, and Kane's bagging them. I think he's only got like 3 assists this season.
A bit like Salah's consistency over X amount of seasons. It's unbelievable.
He's gone 20+ in like the last... Yeah. He's at like 6 or 7 seasons or something.
He's got to be in there. And if it wasn't for him...
I mean, he's just matched Rooney's record as well, 208. Or is it 209 now? I can't remember. But
if it weren't for him, you'd be well and truly in the mud, wouldn't you?
100%.
You'd be nowhere near Europe without him.
Because we're struggling for goals elsewhere.
Yes, if he'd had an injury like he...
I mean, there's that myth. There's that myth.
No, if he did like he used to,
he hasn't had a major injury in like 3 seasons.
No, that's what I mean. If he did like he used to, you'd be nowhere this season. So
well, we got Rich Anderson.
You're highly reliant on him, aren't you? But top quality player.
Yeah.
What's mad is I think he will beat the Shearer record.
So do I, especially if he stays in the Prem.
It won't, which is why I think he will stay in the Prem, but it won't probably last very long because Haaland's going to smash it.
Haaland will go Real Madrid.
Do you think?
100%. He's staying at City for a couple of seasons.
Oh, I don't know. If he wins everything, if he's winning everything with City every year.
Yeah, why would people get bored? They want to move on. He's a sugar monster, mate. He just wants to keep wrecking.
Maybe it's the fact that his dad played there. I don't think it's as simple as him just going
You can't turn down Madrid.
No, I don't know.
Look, Bellingham's just doing it.
We'll see.
Right, crack on. Who's your next one?
Where am I going? Because I'm a right wing and I'm a striker.
It doesn't matter. Give me your next striker.
Okay, my other striker is Ivan Toney.
Good shout.
20 league goals for a guy who was in the Championship the season before last.
I mean, a long time ago he was in the National League, wasn't he?
He was in Peterborough, wasn't he? Was it League 2 and League 1?
I'm sure he was low down.
But yeah, unbelievable. 20 goals, unbelievable. And what's really impressive with him is he's still playing. He's supposed to have his band going, and he somehow dodged it. And it's just disappeared.
He's not playing with a broken leg.
But yeah, I think he's total striker. Great in the air, hold up's brilliant.
Yeah,
can finish, left foot, right foot, head. Pens are a joke. I argue he's best pen taker in the world. He's definitely up there.
We just talked about Kane, mate.
I still have Toney over Kane.
Top penalty taking.
Do you want to talk about that,
mate? Let's not talk about England.
Did anyone watch the Euros? World Cup, sorry. Yeah, free kicks as well. He's got it all.
Got that one the other day.
He's got it all. So yeah, Ivan Toney for me had to be in there.
Okay.
I'm going to play him striker. I feel like you've got him on the left wing.
Well, I have also got Ivan Toney
on the left wing.
I've got him on the left wing, coming in a bit central.
Come on, this is a farce.
He's tucked in.
Has he ever played left wing in his life?
Doesn't matter, mate.
Well,
no, it's because I'm going to play Kane and Toney, and then Salah's just got free roam.
Oh, you're playing Cat Salad in a little 10?
Yeah, it's going to start out 4-3-3, but then Son's just got Salah's just got that roaming.
So it's more like a 4-3-1-2.
Yeah, it's whatever it wants to be, mate.
Okay.
On paper, it's going to be Tony's going to be on the left. So yeah.
Okay. Let us know in the comments. We're going to let him get away with that.
Wow, you're playing 4 up top, mate. So go on, give us your last pick then.
It's a real formation. We played it last season.
Yeah. When you're down.
One on the left. So who have you got? Is that your whole team?
I don't know how we've done that. I must have gone ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So you haven't got this man in your team then? That's crazy. So my left winger is Marcus Rashford. You right?
Yeah.
Unbelievable season for him. I thought you were like reacting as in I shouldn't have him in the team.
No, more than welcome to have him in your team, mate. It's your team.
Wow. Tell us about your opinion on him in a minute. But best season he's ever had in a Man United shirt. He's been phenomenal. He's been their talisman this season.
Yeah, it's been great.
I couldn't leave him out really. I wanted to put in Matoma. There's one of my honourable mentions.
Okay, we'll get them out early.
But I could not have Salah or Rashford in there, so had to go for him really.
I mean, if I'm honest, mine was between Salah and Rashford.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, he has had a great season.
Yeah,
Can't deny that.
Yeah, it's good talk. He had a really bad season, didn't he, under Solskjaer, didn't he? And then
Yeah, but he had a lot on.
come back.
I think.
He's come back well.
All that stuff off, like behind the scenes and off the field.
Yeah. But no, quality season.
Mike,
Are you sure you didn't miss a player?
I don't think so.
I don't know if you've got 11.
Well, I'm going to list mine off again then. So I've got Pope in goal,
That's one.
Trippier right back,
Yep.
Lewis Dunk and Thiago Silva centre back, Martinez left back. I got Bruno Guimaraes, Casemiro and James Maddison in the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got Salah, Kane and Tony up top.
Right, fair enough. All right.
Go on, list your team off then.
So I've got Alisson in goal, Trippier, Luke Shaw left back, Dunk and Martinez centre back, Bruno G and Caicedo, Salah, Rashford, Tony, Kane. That's 11.
Yeah.
So-
Okay, that's our 11s then.
That's our 11s.
All right, we're going to get into our honourable mentions.
Okay, I've already said after.
So we go. I've got 2 keepers, 2 defenders, 2 midfielders. Yeah.
Jesus, I've got about
And
6
2 strikers. Let me guess, you got 6 strikers.
No, I've got about 6 altogether, but
Okay.
We'll just go for
Well,
it. You do yours, and then if I've got one for that position,
Well,
I'll just pop
I
in
was
with
only going to do 1 keeper, but then I was like, oh well, I've got 2 defenders, 2 midfielders, and 2 strikers, so I felt like I had to do two goalkeepers. So, keeper, first one, David De Gea, most clean sheets. I mean, other than a few mistakes, he's been a solid keeper. Still a great shot stopper.
I mean,
You can't. I think he's got 14 or 16 clean sheets.
He's
mate.
all right.
You
Yeah,
can't.
but
You can't grumble at that.
they're good defensively now.
What are you talking about? They've been playing Maguire and Lindelof. I mean, Lindelof's been playing well, but look, it's my pick.
Let me put my point across.
Go on then.
He has fantastic games where he makes mad saves,
Yeah.
and he does win games for them. But then he's very prone to a mistake these days.
Yeah, I know, but
Maybe back end of the second half of the season, maybe not so much. But I wouldn't have him as my top 2 keepers outside the top 2. But it's your decision.
it's an honourable mention.
But you've got about 5 keepers, so I can understand why you
got
put them in. Go on.
got David Araya.
Wow, so you haven't even got Alisson as your honourable mention?
Nah.
That's crazy. Mental.
I think again he's been touted to get brought for a big club. I think he's faced like 139 shots or something.
Yeah.
Much more than the second one, and I really like him. So I've got him as my second.
If I was going to have 15 honourable mentions like you, I would have had him as my second honourable mention keeper.
Okay.
He's been unbelievable. I think he's a brilliant keeper, and I think he will go. I mean, they'd be desperate to keep hold of him, but I think he could go in the summer to a top team.
Hopefully he comes to Spurs.
That'd be good. That probably might be a good fit actually for you.
Great fit.
But my honourable mention is obviously Pope. Been unbelievable. It was really tight between him and Alisson. Just gave Alisson the nod for the fact that I'm a Liverpool now. For the fact that
You're a Liverpool fan.
their defence is just a lot more solid than ours has been this season.
Okay.
But I can't believe you think De Gea's had a better season than Alisson.
I mean,
That's mental.
you could argue it.
I feel like this could be one for the comments.
Yeah. I mean, now I'm thinking about it. Maybe.
I'm right. Clip it.
Yeah, maybe. But
Very short team.
I'm sticking with my guns,
I don't
mate.
know if it's
14 clean sheets.
You've always been stubborn.
I mean, yeah, that's me. Right, so I'll give you one of my first defender honourable mentions then. I got big
Gonna look at mine, 'cause
Sven
I forgot.
Botman, Newcastle.
yeah, big shout.
Absolute
Do you know
great
what?
season.
Forgot about him. Massive shout.
No one wanted him.
Oh, I haven't got a
Another
defender. I haven't
Bruno
got a defender.
Greenridge.
I haven't got
Of course
an
you
honourable
haven't, mate.
defender.
You've got 6
So I'll have Sven Botman
strikers.
as well. He's been,
Oh, yeah.
he's been phenomenal.
Cheers,
Yeah,
mate.
he's quality.
Yeah,
Actually, now I think about it, I feel like I want him in my team over Martinez. Nah, Martinez was class. Yeah, Sven Botman, he's only young, isn't he? I think he's like 24.
Yeah, I think 24, 25.
Unbelievable. I remember when they signed him, he was linked to a few clubs, and we were one of them.
No one was buying him. He was
Yeah,
available for
and I'd never really seen
No
him,
one's
but
taken a chance on him.
I'd heard good things of him. But yeah, he's a colossal. He's
been
like,
great.
he
I think
reminds
he's
me-
been the linchpin.
Yeah,
With
the
Dan
what?
Burn going left
The
back.
linchpin.
The linchpin.
The linchpin. Is that a wrestling move?
I'm sure that's a saying.
I'm not sure.
Let me know in the comments. That's a saying, isn't it?
I've never. I might be wrong.
It's linchpin, mate.
Linchpin, right? You keep talking.
Don't get your phone out, you mug. Right, I'll give you my next defender then.
Go on.
Bit of a crazy one. Big James Tarkowski. He's been playing in a shocking team.
Mad shout.
When I was doing my research for my team, he's most blocks, one of the most aerial duels won, one of the most clearances. I mean, he's a great player in a poor team.
Most clearances because they're absolutely.
I mean, that Burnley was mad. Do you know what? Actually, when he was going on a free, I was baffled that only Everton come in for him on a free. James Tarkowski,
is it a free?
He was solid. He was solid at Burnley.
He's a good centre back, but he's not that good because he plays at Everton.
Yeah, but again, it's one of them things, isn't it? You can't.
He's all of those things that you're saying he's doing. He's doing loads of because he's having to.
Yeah. But that's the old saying. That's like saying that Pope at Burnley, he had the most saves because he was facing loads of shots. He's gone to Newcastle, he's doing the same job. So it's not always the case, mate.
I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad player.
James Tarkowski, if he's in a better team,
he's nowhere near my honourable mentions.
Well, he's in mine. So you didn't even have any defenders. Get out of my face.
That's fair. Just got to write it down.
All right. Go on then. Start us off one of your strikers. Your 6.
No, I've got midfielders. I'll have you know. Well, obviously, I didn't have him in my team, and he's been phenomenal, so it had to be Casemiro, didn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, what a range. He's been absolutely phenomenal for United. So, yeah, shout out to him. He's been quality. He was close to getting on the team, but, yeah, didn't put him in because I hate United. No, I'm joking. This was completely unbiased. And the other one's Jolinton, sorry.
Are you going to straight into it? Joel Linton.
Jolinton, he's class.
I mean, I think you've spoke about all your honourable mentions in the picks.
Yeah, probably has. But I remember when Newcastle signed him as a striker, and he was absolutely stinking the place out. He was dire. Yeah. And then Eddie Howe came in and just like, I'm going to try centre mid.
Playing in midfield.
And he just goes,
he's a beast.
Plays centre mid, and he's such a good box to box. He's got it all.
Yeah.
Pace, power, can run at players, can finish, can pass.
Yeah, he's really developed as a player.
Can tackle. He's got it all. So yeah, I almost put him in over Bruno just because Bruno was out for quite a while, but I think Bruno is the better player.
Hands down.
But yeah, Jolinton, big shout out for him.
He does a good job.
I'd love him at Liverpool. Love him.
Yeah,
exactly.
Do a good job for you, to be fair.
100%. I mean, it's never going to happen, but yeah, what type of player I'd love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. I like that. Right, I've got 2 midfielders then. First one, I don't think you would even thought of this.
Go on.
Paulinho at Fulham.
Yeah, good shout. Good player.
Massive season. I think. Again, he's been the linchpin in the midfield. I'm going to be gutted. That's not one now. Yeah, he's been solid in midfield. I think he's at the most interceptions or something in the league by far. He's been solid. Yeah, beast, mate, in midfield.
Yeah.
I think he's a big part of why Fulham have done so well.
No, quality player. I agree. No, you're right. I wouldn't have thought of him because he's not getting in my team because my team is much stronger than yours. But yeah, great player, and yeah, I can see why you've given him a shout out. Yeah, fair play.
All right, shall I give my other centre mid then? You've got more. Well, you've gone back to back Joe Linton, so I'll go Bruno Fernandes as well.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, didn't necessarily start off that great, but I think last season was rough for him. But I think Ronaldo played a big part in that. And when Ronaldo, that was this season actually. What am I talking about? I think, yeah. Ronaldo was there this season, wasn't he?
Yeah. That feels
Jesus,
like
mate, that's crazy.
Ago.
I think since Ronaldo's gone, he's come out of his shell again. And he started playing back to the Bruno that we know.
Yeah, it's been good last couple of months, definitely.
So yeah, I'm going to give old Fernandes a shout.
Good shout. I can't argue with that, to be fair. I was my midfielder down, wasn't I? So that's why.
Well, you got 6 strikers, didn't you?
Well, yeah, so I got 2 strikers in one, basically.
Oh, yeah, the same player.
You'll see why.
Oh, okay.
I've gone for Wilson and Isaac, basically.
Oh, because they're the same team.
Well, because
I'm surprised by that.
because one of them plays.
Hang on, so are they your last 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who have I forgot?
That's just one person I thought you were going to say.
I forgot someone glaring over us.
Well,
I'm going to say Watkins.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say Watkins.
Nah, because it's not been a season, has it? It's been 3 quarters.
Yeah,
it's not been that. It's been a half the season.
Yeah, but again, I've just mentioned Bruno.
Yeah, no.
Arguably.
Watkins has been unbelievable last few months, but I don't think he's done it long enough for me to be in my honourable mentions as good as he's been. You know, I'm a big fan. But yeah, Wilson and Isaac. I suppose they haven't really done it much more than Watkins, but between them both they have. So I've kind of snuck them both in.
Okay.
Yeah, but I rate them both massively. I think Wilson, since he's got Newcastle, has literally hit another gear. And when he doesn't play, Isaac plays, and since he's coming, he's been a
I'm a
breath of
big
fresh air.
fan of
So
Isaac, to be
they've
fair.
got to play together next
You
season.
loving that playing them
They've
together,
got
mate? They
to
don't
play.
need to.
Yes, they do. That's only going to get them so. Playing one and not the other is only going to get them so far.
What,
if they
like
want
third
to
in the
challenge next year,
Premiership?
which I genuinely think they could with a couple of good signings,
It's the Premiership.
they need to play them both. Find a system with them both, and they hit new heights.
Why-
They could get
well, do you want me
they
to
get
get
20
Eddie's
league goals
number?
each next
So
season.
I get Eddie's number,
Yeah.
give him a buzz and say,
What are they on? What are they on?
Big
15,
Steves.
15 and 10, 11 or something like that?
What goals?
Yeah.
Between them?
No, yeah. Wilson's got 15, and I
Yeah.
think Isaac's got 10 or 11.
Yeah, I think so.
So say 26 between. I think it might be 25, 26.
Mm-hmm.
Do you play them together? I'm telling you, they get 20 each easily.
I was wondering what you were going to say then.
What do you think?
They get 20 between them.
No, they get 20 each. Yeah, good
That's
maths.
less, mate.
They get 20 each, and then whoever don't know how many assists.
I'll send
got
let's
to
write
play
Eddie a
together.
letter.
Yeah.
And say next season, mate.
You ask.
Big Steve said, if you want to win the league, you've got to play them together.
I think playing them both takes them to the next level. If you ask any Newcastle fan, I bet you they say they want to play them both
I
together.
bet you they say Eddie Howe's a manager and you're not.
No, I bet they agree.
Shut your trap.
I bet they agree with me. They still have an opinion.
Right, okay, that's cool. I can't really argue with that. They're two good players. But,
So this was supposed to be a 15-minute video.
This gets overrun, I
It's
think.
34 minutes
Oh,
and
for
23
fuck's
seconds.
sake. Right,
you
I'll
enjoyed
give
it.
you my last two then. Rashford, same reasons that we spoke about earlier, and one that I really
That's mad, that.
love, and I think he's been sensational. Big Jackie Grealish, mate. Since Cancelo went out on loan, and
So
Big
you're doing
Naki,
all of yours are
Naki's
half a
come in.
season?
Nah, they're not.
They are.
They're not.
Okay.
But well, I mean, to be fair, he wasn't having a terrible season.
Yeah,
he's
he's
just been
average first half.
superb since the second half.
Was it you who told me
He's been
about?
great, mate.
Was it you who said about the Cancelo shout and why you got rid of him?
Yeah, well, I
Let's
think.
discuss that because this is probably the most clever, intelligent
Well, I
thing that's
said,
ever come out of your mouth.
cheers, mate. I said that I think it was a stroke of genius from Pep getting rid of Cancelo because he was looking. Cancelo obviously bombs on a bit more forward and stays out on the wing, so it was forcing Jack inside.
It's taking Jack's spaces that you want to take up, yeah.
exactly. So getting rid of Cancelo on loan, playing Aki at the back. Left back, Aki's been solid and he's
him
more
more solid at
defensive,
left back, yeah.
and it leaves Jack to have that more of a
do-
free roam, stay out wide, and it's
Yeah, I agree, that's
he's
class.
shone since that's happened.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, I think it's a stroke of genius from Pep. Jack's been sensational. I mean, some of the runs he's been like defensive work he's been doing, attacking. Like he's not got bags full of goals or assists, but I think these all-round plays
fair
has been.
few.
I mean, he's got a couple. He's
got-
not breaking any records with them, but I think he's got a handful of each. But I think his all-round play has been top notch. And yeah, I just wanted to have a big shout out.
Yeah, big shot. Yeah.
I think.
Second half of the season, especially. Has been
Yeah,
quality.
solid. Right, thanks for watching, guys. Let us know in the comments whose team you think's better. Obviously, go for me because I'm right and he's wrong. But
Rashford in the
Let
honourable
us
mentions,
know.
guys. Just remember, he's got Rashford in the honourable mentions.
but make sure to spank that subscribe button and tickle that notification bell to stay up to date.
There's children watching.
They're not.
There are children watching.
Well, why?
Well, I know there is.
Okay, well, that's not my problem.
It's a family show.
We're spanking the subscribe button, mate.
Okay, cheers.
Make sure to stay tuned to our weekly catch-ups. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Cheers, guys.
Peace.